Well, shed hunting has become, you know, for a lot of guys, as important or more fun than even hunting some of these big bucks. You know, a lot of guys use shed hunting as a scouting tool. Other guys, it's the hobby of who can find that biggest antler. You know, I use it more as data collection. You know, first off, we manage a lot of different properties, and we're always keeping up with what the deer are doing. And, you know, one thing I want to know is, did he make it? Did one of the neighbors kill him? Did he die of VHD? You know, is the deer still there? And when you can find their sheds, well, heck, you know he made it. So that's a big plus. You know you got a chance at him the next year. You know, another thing that, you know, is awesome about shed hunting is you can learn a lot about your deer. Where your deer spend their time in the winter, that time of year. What are their feed sources? Or if you're finding the sheds in bedding areas or areas these deer spend a lot of the time, it could end up telling you a lot about that deer. So if you've got, you know, that particular buck or two that you're really hunting hard, and man, you just can't ever get on them. You don't see them during the season, or they just never give you that shot opportunity. And then all of a sudden you walk in, you pick up their shed in a bedding area, and it might be in a place you never thought you'd see that deer. It might tell you a lot about that deer and help you dial it in for next year. And then for someone like Uncle Randy, who loves finding those sheds, he just wants to get out there and pick up as many as he can, and, you know, really get a count of how many bucks spend their time in the winter on our property, and, you know, in the areas that they spend their time. You know, there's a lot of different reasons to shed hunt. I think it's a great way to gather a lot of information in the off season, and heck, it allows you to spend more time out there in the deer woods, which for me is a ton of fun.